Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully I'm starting to get through to some people about Satan not being real. Yes, there is an unrighteous spirit that is part of the Father, like the yin and the yang. You have the dark and the light. Well, the Father is both dark and light, good and evil. He uses the evil to punish you, to judge you, because you are going against his laws and his commandments. You're going on about your own life and your own sinful ways and not following his ways. So again, to blame a Satan and just to talk about Satan and Satan's doing this and Satan doing that, again, the Father hates this because you are separating him. You are saying that there is another God. There's no other God beside him. He is sole God. He is the dark and the light. He is all things. He creates all things. Nothing is done in the spirit or in the physical without him. He controls the spirits. And the spirits are just like emanations of him. They're just like vibrations and lights shooting out from his central nervous system, his central brain, however you want to look at it. And the spirits do not go against what his command is. The spirit can only follow his command. That's why he's sovereign. That's why he's king. That's why he's God over all the spirits and over all the earth and over all living beings. I watch I watch TikTok and different social medias, and I listen to other preachers talk, and they all just start talking about Satan like they're like he's real. Well, one, you're separating the Father. You cannot serve two masters, he said. You are a house divided cannot stand. Again, you're dividing the Father, saying there's this other entity controlling all the evil in the world. And, you do what the Romans did. They separated God. They had many gods, but, they had a God of the heavens, and they had a God of the underworld. The Greeks did this too. I'm sure the Egyptians did it. They all did it. And then that got incorporated into our belief system of Israel, which we call Christianity, but it is Israel. We all come from Israel. We're all children of Israel. Israel is the name of the Father. So again, there's a lot of things going wrong with the church, but I'm driving this point home because we're just seeing all this evil in the world, and we're just like, well, someday Satan will get judged and then all this will go away. No. Father is judging us because what's inside of us is the adversary, which is like a Satan, is the enemy. What dwells inside of us, our hatred for him and his laws and commandments. This hatred is gonna blossom, or whatever the word is, grow into what is the final war. The children of the light versus the children of the dark. And there won't be Satan just sitting back behind the people of the dark. The people of the dark will be the hate will be inside them for what the Father is and what Father represents. They love Satan because to him, that is what they call free will. Somebody can go outside the will of the Father when that's not the case. There's only the Father's will. But that's what they just talk about free will all the time in these churches, and what a gift the Father gave us, a free will. And it doesn't exist. And that's why there's a Satan, because you have to promote that there's something that goes against the Father's will when there's only the one will. Now, what we experience is the Father living through us. So this will, which we come to recognize, is what's working behind us. There's a driver of this vehicle, and we come to understand that. And that is kind of the closest thing that, their brains, not knowing wisdom, think, oh, I have free will. No, what you realize is your choices, maybe on the smallest level, feel like you made it. But what you're realizing is the Spirit working through your temple. You can do nothing without me. All things are for my pleasure. These are scriptures. You are in control. What people just kind of see that the workings of the puppet master, and they think, oh, that's me doing that. No, it's not you. Any thought in your head is from the Father. Any emotion is given to you by the Father. You're not your own. You don't own your body. You didn't make it. You didn't create it. Again, this is, why do you think you own it? I'm watching these guys like Mari Emanuel. He's doing good, but he's also doing wrong. He's teaching Satan all the time. He's like, Satan this and Satan that. Satan does not exist. The Father is the one that judges you. I mean, it's obvious. People don't read their Bibles. Did Satan build the Tower of Babel? No, people did. Did Satan kill Abel? No, Cain did. Did Satan kill the Israelites in the desert? Did Satan make them eat the gold? No, Moses did. Well, Moses is the father. He's one of the heads of Israel, as I've talked about before. He says, I was in the world and the world knew me not. Well, he was in Moses. Moses was his servant. Enoch was his servant. Abraham was his servant. Solomon was his servant. And Moses, like I said, and Emmanuel. And then these are the heads of Israel. These are the kings. These are the only kings he cares about. When you're reading Revelation, he doesn't care about heads of Egyptians, and he doesn't care about Gentile kings. They're nothing to him. He cares about his people that he works through, and then he appoints these heads, these kings. And I just named a bunch of them. Adam being the first, Enoch the second, Noah the third, Abraham the fourth, Moses the fifth, Solomon the sixth, Emmanuel the seventh, and from the seventh comes an eighth. And the eighth is of the seven. So in the beginning, he gave dominion to his vessel, the one vessel he created, Adam. Just go to Genesis. It says he gives him dominion over all the land, the sea, and all the animals. The dominion was given to him because this vessel that contained the Spirit of the Father is the Father. And then he divides Adam, taking out a rib, so Eve comes from Adam. She's not a separate thing, like a Satan, like I said, where you guys separate stuff. It's not separated. Eve is of Adam, from his rib, from the Father, from the Spirit breathed into Adam. I mean, you guys should be getting this stuff by now. And if you understand what I'm saying, then again, you're free. It's like a freedom from the Satan trap, like thinking there's a Satan all the time. When it's the Father judging you, he's working the way the world is going now. He's working it because you are in captivity. Again, he died on the cross. He paid a ransom, and he's going to come again to claim his reward, to get back what was his. And that is the new reborn children of Israel. Because when he died, the children of Israel died with him, and they were scattered. And then we were under Gentile rule. We were in captivity. We were in 3 days of darkness. Now we were waking up, and the only thing that's going to bring us out of the darkness is the Comforter. And I've been talking about this, and I don't think anybody's getting it. But I'm going to continue to talk about it. And again, the Comforter is very important. He comes to reprove all sin. He comes to destroy sin. So Adam, the eighth, is the last Adam. The first Adam brought sin into the world. The eighth Adam will destroy it, will put it to an end, because he is the Father in flesh. The eighth head is Adam again, is God, is the Father in flesh, is the Comforter, is your Savior. Quit looking back through history and putting it all on Emmanuel. Emmanuel didn't say, bow down and worship me. He said, another must come. The comforter must come. You know, he's not talking about, don't worship me. I'm not doing anything. He was just a sign. Read Isaiah 7:14. I, the Father, give a sign. It was Emmanuel. You know, Jonah died and was in the grave in the belly of a beast, which is the whale, for 3 days. He died and came up 3 days. Nobody's worshiping Jonah. Man, God, wake up, people. Bye.